So for my Screencast-O-Matic, we are taking a look at what remote learning is, and specifically through Google Classroom. Google Classroom provides a long list of resources and tools to transform the school into an online classroom. Some of the apps that are available are Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheet, Drive, Jamboard, as well as having your Gmail, Google Meet, and Google Chat, the Google Classroom, and assignments in any forms. Really gives an opportunity to collaborate with any documents or spreadsheets and communicate either through email or video messaging or chat, and the ability to manage the classrooms as far as creating classes, making assignments, giving quizzes, and also grading. You can also keep track of your calendar and have administered capabilities. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at starting up Google and taking a look at its features. So one of the great things is that you can just sign on to the Google main page as long as you have a Google account. If you go up to the top right here with all the apps, it gives you your tools. So what is great about Google is that the one sign in and just accessing their website, you have the accessibility of all of their tools capable under the one username. So as you see here, this is my account. You see my Gmail, my Google Drive, my Google Classroom. So as we're talking about remote learning for education, we're going to click on Google Classroom. And this shows you a couple of my classes that I started and I used during the coronavirus. But taking a look at how the functionality works for Google Classroom is it's basically a web page. This is the classroom right here. So there's a stream where a teacher can post comments, students can comment as well. Any announcements that need to be made. There's a classwork page where you can create assignments. You can set up topics. So like here I have the different weeks and the assignments that are due. Then there's a list of all the students and the teachers that are invited into the classroom, as well as the grade. So here's where you can grade, and it has a nice long list. So it's really great on keeping track of student progress and entering grades, and you see exactly when students hand assignments in, which is great as well. What I love about these G Suite capabilities is that it's very the capability. It's all one platform, and that's why I chose to do this project on G Suite, because with a one platform and remote learning, everything is very easily syncs together and works together. So that's one of the great things about all of these these apps and the G Suite as far as bringing remote learning for education. Now, also for my topic is how remote learning is done online with physical education. So Shape America is an organization that puts out national standards and gives guidelines for physical education across the United States. So this document here is one of my resources that I'm using for my project. It goes over and breaks down what online physical education is, some appropriate practices and recommendations, as well as sample learning activities and assessment strategies. So this is a really great resource. It basically is stating that, the guidelines that they set forth, whether it's done remotely or it's done in person, are still what we're striving for as physical educators. breaks down some of the curriculum, as well as the learning environments that we want for the students. So there's minor little differences in the remote learning, but the main goal is staying the same for physical education to engage our students. And as you see here, we're still with the goal of meeting the CDC physical activity recommendations of 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity per day.